Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I want to persuade you that rather than thinking that we're in the worst recession that we've ever had, maybe something else is going on. Since 2008, we've seen the unemployment rate double. In February in North Carolina, the unemployment rate was 11.2%. And our government is spending a lot of money on trying to stimulate the economy and create new jobs. But is that what the government should really be doing? Or is there something else going on? I think that what we're actually witnessing is a transition to a new economy. From the 1940s to the 1970s, we had primarily a manufacturing-based economy, and a lot of jobs were in manufacturing industries. And then starting in the 1970s, we saw a transition to a service-based economy where more and more people were in service jobs, and the manufacturing jobs started going overseas. Now, people lamented that the jobs were going overseas and the service jobs weren't as high-paying as the manufacturing jobs. But actually, that was just part of the natural progression of things. And what we're seeing now is another natural progression of things to a new economy. There are now over 1.7 billion people on the internet. That's about a quarter of the world's population, and it's growing every day. In the United States, I don't know how many people in the United States are on there. And I know the government is doing things to try to increase the availability of high-speed internet, but I don't think that they're doing enough to help the people learn to be self-sufficient. We're in a time where people need to be valiant and learn to be self-sufficient instead of being helpless and depending on a job. It occurred to me that the people who founded this country, the people who came here, did not come here hoping that someone would give them a job. They came here to create their own economy. And now people need to create their own economy in this time instead of waiting for the next job to appear or looking to the government for help. What are people doing online? Well, we've all heard of eBay selling, and traditional businesses are creating their own websites and selling their products online so that they have a larger customer base than they would have in their local community. But the two biggest and fastest growing areas of e-commerce are affiliate marketing and direct sales. The direct selling industry now is a $30 billion industry in the U.S., and there are 17 other countries that have at least $1 billion or more annual sales in direct selling. This is the wave of the future, and there are over 15 million Americans now involved in direct selling, and it's growing faster every day. Well, where are people finding their customers, and how are people able to do this? A website called Facebook started in 2004 as a thing for college kids to share with each other. Facebook now is rivaling Google as the #1 visited website on the planet. There are 400 million people on Facebook, including well over 100 million Americans. This is where people are finding their business partners and customers, and it's growing faster every day. People who want to make money online are not just left to their own devices to figure things out. There are plenty of people on the internet who are experienced with affiliate marketing and direct sales who are happy to help new people get started. There's plenty of information out there. The barriers to starting to make money online are very low. The startup costs are very low. You could not start any traditional business as cheaply as you could start an online business. I believe that we're actually entering a new golden age, because not only is the playing field more level than ever in the history of humankind, that where more and more people can participate in this new global e-commerce economy, but there's also a growing mentality of people wanting to help people and contribute, and and give to good causes. And most direct selling companies have some pet cause that they donate money to, and people like to be a part of that. And that's the whole phenomenon that's happening on Facebook. People are, finding causes to support and helping one another to learn. So really, think about the slogan. When you give a man a fish, you can feed him for a day. When you teach him to fish, then he can feed himself for a lifetime. And I argue that we should, instead of thinking that we're in a recession and people are victims of the economy, that we should be encouraging people to get online, find a way to get started making money, and also to tell our legislators to stop spending money trying to create jobs, because the job-based economy is over, and that they should be helping to train people and teach people what they need to know to get online. I've heard story after story of common people who were, bartenders or construction workers or cable installers who are now millionaires on the internet. So that's what I want to persuade you, is that we are entering a new economy and everybody can participate. Mr. Toastmaster.